What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Talk. If you've been working with us from the beginning or a while now, you know what we do. In case you don't, I'm about to tell you.
We sip wine and answer questions.
You gotta give it a little anticipation.
You feel me? We have a couple of topics we discuss amongst ourselves. And please leave your opinions in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Interact with us if you will. We also go live. Check us out, WineTalk_. But today's topic is placements, as in the placement in people's lives. Where do you fall and fit in? So we got a couple questions with it. First, we could just start off asking, who do you feel comes first? Parents or the children? And that can go from aspects of feeding them, or I don't know if you want to keep his lifeline.
Are we talking the aspect of the other parent?
Yes.
I would assume. Okay.
I'm about to say, because now my baby came first.
Yeah, my daughter.
I don't care what my
before.
baby mama be doing. I mean, still, probably, even if he was together, she'd be first. Especially seeing how she was my first child, I would definitely put her before her.
I do think it plays a part whether being together or not, because clearly not together, your kid's gonna come first.
Yeah.
But
but I still feel like if we have a child, my kids are gonna come before any. Like that's just how I think. Like my kids come before anybody, because especially while they're still at the age where I have to take care of them. Yeah, like. At the end of the day, he's a grown man. Like, yeah, it sounds nice. Okay, I'm gonna feed my man and do all of this, but like, you literally have to take care of your children. So like, I'm going to do that.
So whenever we have a baby, it's gonna be both of our first then.
Both of our first what?
You just said your child come first, right?
So your child will come first. Most of y'all coming first. So your child is gonna be first.
Yeah, we're gonna have an understanding that. But
the children are first.
I mean, yeah, either one of at that point, either one of the three of them, right? Put them in the group. All of them
are first.
The children.
I'm a little different actually.
Oh.
Me and my lady came to the conclusion that we just had our fresh newborn child, and
congratulations.
Yay.
Thank you. We both as a collective have her back, but we had to have the understanding that we have each other first, because this is how we got here, and I don't want that to disappear, and I don't want us to feel like we abandoned each other by putting her first. Not that happens, but this is our way of thinking. So we came to the conclusion to where, like, for instance, when we were at the hospital, they kept telling me I can leave. Like, she, you know, she was done giving birth. They was like, you can leave and go see the baby. And I'm like, I would rather stay with her first. Y'all can go clean her up, and then I'll go back there. But I don't want to just leave her until this is done. This is situated. She's, you know, comfortable, and then we can do all of that. It's just like me and her have this ideal thing that we have a quote. It's called it's just us.
Yeah.
So it's.
Oh, that's cute. That's a good way to look at it, though. I mean, okay. So from that standpoint, like giving birth or whatever, I would hope that he would make sure I was good first, but he just ran out the room. But in another case, I mean, I guess it also depends. Like, is something wrong with the baby when he or she first come out? Then okay, go check on that. Like,
absolutely.
I'm good. Like, I'm good. Go check on. But like, just a regular, or I don't say regular because no birth is regular. But just you know, uncomplicated. I pushed you out. I'm tired. Like, give me my ice chips. Make sure I'm good. I'm gonna take a nap. Then go see your child. Okay, cool. Well, I'm just up and just shock and my body all loose and yeah, no.
I gotta do a check and give you the status report.
The nurse would do that.
If it's not, it's not nothing wrong, then I feel like I can wait a little bit. Like I clearly was excited. I was happy. I was joyful, but my mindset couldn't switch from I need y'all to make sure that she is okay.
Right.
So it just that kind of traveled into like that's how it's always gonna be. I always ask if she's okay. The baby could be crying, and I'm like, you all right? Clearly, I'm getting up to check if she, you know, I'm changing the diaper and I'm making sure she got the milk, but I just need to know everything's okay amongst us all.
That's really cute. That's a good question, because most people don't look at it like that. They just think you just automatically, and that's another thing that I feel like we get as women. We always just feel like we always supposed to be in go mode. Like you said, when the baby crying, it's just you supposed to just get up and just not like what if I want to cry too? Like what if we mentally in the same mindset? And I'm like, you crying, we both crying, like what's going on?
Tears.
Right,
right. Ain't no solution to this. So,
So I definitely feel that too.
That's a good way to look at it.
Absolutely.
Because before the baby get here, it's all about the mother, and then like when you're in the hospital and you like actually had a baby, they focused on. They care about her.
They care about her, but the baby becomes the main focus, and then she's like an afterthought.
I was about to say, it's
it.
not even just in the hospital though. Like literally, after you give birth, you are an afterthought, and your child is just
everybody
calls you for your baby.
Literally.
Everybody comes to see the baby. First thing people talk about is the baby. Like damn,
they don't even ask how
I'm
you
here too.
doing.
Right? Like
yeah, where the baby at? And it's on some damn. You called this phone.
Right? Like I paid a bill on this motherfucker. Yeah, I did not feel that at all.
I mean, they probably just assume you're okay.
But that's the worst part. Because I would say assuming is the worst because you never really gonna check on a person. Well, she ain't over there crying, she ain't bleeding, she ain't suffering, so she be alright. Whole time you over there crying, you suffering, you bleeding, and ain't nobody paying in no mind. Or it's behind closed doors.
A hoe, it will kick your ass.
Alright, so since you said it, give me an instance where you would put our child before me, and don't say eat.
Yeah, because that's easy.
Hey, don't ask me because I can't think of one. I just know you were going first.
Let me see.
I don't even
Okay, boom. I got a perfect example. So say I'm at work and for whatever reason we just have one working car, right? I get 2 phone calls. You tell me you ready to get picked up from your job. I get a call from the school saying that little junior so-and-so gotta be picked up too. I'm definitely going to get the kid first because you're grown and you can wait.
I'm about to say that's understandable.
I mean, but that's just one of them circumstances where the kid will come first. Like you could chill, you'll be alright. What's another thing?
Yeah, I'll just probably hop on a bus and catch an Uber or something.
Yeah, you got the better means. Like the kid has to be there, but it's also I'll find a way home. I'm about to call somebody, or I'm about to catch a ride with one of my.
And just to be clear, now that you put it like that, in situations when I say the kid comes first, that's what I mean. Like especially, like I said, we don't have any kids together yet, but as soon as that happens, I feel like making sure that the other parent is comfortable is a must.
Absolutely.
Because you can't just have. That's gonna cause your household to fall into dysfunction.
Absolutely.
I don't like that.
That's why a lot of people they tend to put the children before everything, and then you put your relationship and your partner on the back burner, and then your relationship starts to deteriorate. It starts to suffer because you no longer pay your partner that same attention. The kids have your main focus. It's all about the kids, and then if it's not about the kids, you're gonna say, well, shit, I don't know what else to worry about. And it's awesome. Me, motherfucker.
Right. Okay, so I got a question. So since we're talking about placement, at what point, so say, and this question is for both of y'all, say you get caught up in giving the kids so much attention that you don't realize that your partner isn't getting the attention, but how do you, I would say, as a partner, like, how could they come to you and tell you without it seeming like, it being like they're jealous or like, because I don't ever want to come to anybody saying that, oh, you showing your kid more attention than me, because that just sounds weird. But I feel like if it's a valid point, then it's a valid point.
I was about to say, you said Joe kid and wanted to be our kid.
But just in general, I think it'd be suggestions. I think it'd be suggestions. I always say everything should be a suggestion. So you would just be on maybe we should spend some us time. Maybe we gotta let's go on a date here. You start to make these recommendations to see if they can still retain focus to be on. Right, you know what? We haven't been out in a while. But if they keep ignoring that, then you on some damn. Right, we haven't been out here in a while. We don't show each other the same amount of love, and you gotta just address it like that. Like we just don't do this no more.
Yeah, at that point, I think that's when you start planning date nights, like every Friday, or having a few hours out today to like ask each other, and not just at the dinner table. You asking everybody how the day was. You was ask how your partner
personally,
before y'all fall asleep or something. Going to bed with a clear mind.
Having that quality time and
when
talk
that comes into play. But I'd second uncomfortable conversations. I won't say nothing. I need to work on that.
Absolutely.
I just don't know how to do it.
Can't hold you. It's a always the best step in the right direction where you can acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So knowing that you got to work on it is a step in the right direction. Because for me, I can have uncomfortable conversations, but I had to learn how to listen instead of respond. So a lot of the times I hear what you're saying, but I ain't listening to shit.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to say, I'm ready to defend myself.
I'm about to say that's definitely me. I have not sipped any of my wine.
Oh yeah.
You cheated the whole first episode.
Oh yeah.
How you gonna cheat us and the people watching you to watch you sip wine?
I'm talking wine talking. He ain't had no wine, just
right.
talk.
That was a good talk point. I like to talk better than the wine at that point.
What if it's a viewer that think you cute and only watch you sip wine? Oh, my bad.
I'm about to say that's weird.
To those viewers, I commend you.
They probably stopped watching. Like, oh shit.
But to go back to what we said, I've seen a post on Facebook. I'm sure y'all probably seen it too, and it was 4 things. And they said, "What would you grab out of it?" It said you can grab 2 things out of a burning house. What would you get? What was it? Your
like
mother,
your spouse, your child,
or
like
$420 million.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, it was like $20 million, something like that.
Definitely grabbing my spouse. And the reason for that is we can always have more children.
Like for real.
We can always have more children. Like it sounds really fucked up, and I'm pretty sure people gonna be like, I'm grabbing my baby. If you really thought about it, no, you're not. Like you're not, because you can always have more children. No matter how old, I won't say no matter how old you are, there is a time limit. But that does not mean it's not possible.
Children cannot replace what a spouse does to you, and you will put a lot of damage on them trying to fill that void.
Exactly.
I need that to be understood, because a lot of people they'll throw that whole concept away to be on. It's my kid. That person that you truly love just goes away, and it's just you and the kid. No, y'all both have a void to fill, because that parent and that parental figure is gone, and then that love of your life is gone. Yeah. So you can't love your kid that way. You gonna love them in a different form, but it's never going to be the same as your spouse. That's a different kind of love. It's a different kind of intimacy. Y'all share different things.
It's a selfish decision that you made by yourself to pick that be a single parent. No, like I said, I could have more kids.
I'm like, saying, $420 million in the bank, I'm not even thinking about having no more kids at that moment.
Katie,
so you gonna leave me in a burning building?
No, I'm
grabbing 20. You get to grab 2 things. Yeah, 20 million. Let's do this. Like,
I'm grabbing you with the money.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool.
So, and then at that point, we got as many babies as we want to, but it's not right. We gotta travel or something first.
Oh, we definitely traveling first.
But yeah, we got as many babies as we want to.
I take my mind off of the fact that you just let our kid burn to a crisp.
you gotta let that part ease a little bit.
You don't flip it on me like you just didn't say the same thing.
You know, it's just me now.
Right.
So on a different aspect, who would you say comes? Well, this one's gonna be interesting. Who would you say comes first? The wife or the mother, the husband or the father. So like they having I seen this another post where it was like they having an argument. Your parent tells you sit down, but your spouse tells you come on. Who you listening to?
My spouse definitely. Like what?
I'm about to say I'm not gonna sit down.
And and not even that. I'm gonna just base all my decisions on the fact that in which I have been. Like. I'm older. I'm trying to make my own family. I'm not saying that our family is long gone, but I'm saying I'm not that kid no more. Like, so what I got going on over here trumps whatever we had going on over there, because it's like it's right. It's not valid no more to me. Like, yeah, you still my parent. I'm gonna love you regardless. Check up on you, holidays, whatever. We get together, kiki, blah blah. But as far as like Trump, he's gonna trump everybody.
That shit, get over it. But that, I don't know. That's a tough answer to me, because I was a big mama's boy.
Most men are.
Yeah, like I won't let my ex cuss around my mother, or get smart with her, or do none of that.
I mean, that's on respect basis. Like, I wouldn't expect nobody to even try to do that with my mother, let alone somebody else's mother. But I mean, like, as far as like the whole who comes like first, I would expect it to be me.
With your family, the new family.
What if I can just tell you to hold on a few more minutes though?
No. No, it's not working for me.
What if I'm not ready to go right now? What if, like, I told you to go sit in a car or something? Would you leave me?
Yeah, I would. Go sit in the car, nigga. That's your kid. The fuck? I'm not a dog with the windows rolled down. No. If we ever got, we can't get put in this situation. No. But if we ever got put in the situation where we was at my mom's house, I got a crying baby on this hip, Taylor ready to go, she over it, you sitting there like I've been done did that, I'm not gonna be like, all right, well, I'm about to talk to my mama for 10 more minutes. No, we gotta go. Like, collectively, he's ready to go. Like, right, like, we're ready to go.
I said, at that point, it ain't even just me.
The whole family ready to go.
But you know, you done been in situations where you done seen people where they just ignore everything else, tuned it out, and they just in the moment, so they feel like they need to still be in that moment. No, like, that's not a wise
choice. A lot of people do get caught up in the moment.
Yeah, like, don't do that.
Definitely. So, if this is a wild hypothetical here, when you have to rank people of importance, where would you do it? Like, so you have like your child, your spouse, your mother, if you separated your baby mama.
That's not that hard.
Yeah, but
it's not.
It's not hard to some because everybody's situation is gonna be different.
Yeah. I feel like I'll probably say my spouse, and then my child, and then my mother. I think that's how I look at it.
I was about to say, yeah, absolutely.
Baby
mama and baby daddy shouldn't even be on that list, though.
Yeah. It's on there for like some the extra.
Like I get what you're saying, but
because some people put
because I feel like
people in the higher
if you
rank.
still putting your baby mama and your baby daddy in any
list.
type of ranking, I mean something
something's
shaking, something shaking that don't need to be shook.
I don't know. I might be able to put my mother before my baby because the fact that I think I'm supposed to be able to handle the baby if I only had to go and do something different.
Ain't lying to you. I'm here.
Yeah.
I that's why I was like, because me and my mom, the older I got, the closer we got.
Mm-hmm.
So at this day and age, I'm extremely close to her. That is, you know what I mean? So my spouse is always my number one. That's the person I confide in. Right. She can see me at my worst, my best, my everything. We cry, we laugh, we do all that. So then she goes number one for me. I am connected to my child, but my mom is just, we have a different thing.
Of course.
So that's why I said number two. Like it's a great debate.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a great debate.
Like that post on Facebook and it was like, you want me to pick you over my mama? I don't even really know you.
I hate to put it like that, but for real,
I don't even know you.
Yeah, I seen it. We keep talking about Facebook a lot, but I seen the video on Facebook, and then it was a dude, his girl, and his mother, and then his girl got mad because he told her to get in the back seat while his mother got in the front. Oh, I said, yeah.
Oh, in a situation like that, I would never. And I'm going to tell you why I would never. It depends. Get in the back seat for your mom, and I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, we are a family now. We're building this family together. 9 times out of 10, we pay some type of something together on this vehicle. You're not ever going to tell anybody who gets in this car that don't pay for this motherfucker. Said they can ride in the front seat and I'm getting in the back? Absolutely not. No.
Yeah,
we gonna nip all that in the bud and we just gonna drive 2 separate cars because you're not ever about to try me like that.
I never understood that theory. The like whoever you they got, just like for instance, well with your friends it's a little different because if I gotta get my lady for whatever reason, get your ass in the back.
Right, like, get up.
Well, my mom, she gotta just my mom, dad, whoever, grandma, get in the back. My lady coming, get in the back. Just stop playing, get in the back. This is my family.
Now it depends on if like me and whatever said family member have a relationship. I'm probably gonna hop in the back anyway. I don't care. Most of the time I like being in the back depending on where you pick me up from. I'm about to fall asleep anyway. But it's just a rather like, I feel like it'll come down to like if you tested me like to see if I'm gonna make you get in the back or like if y'all already had this conversation before you pulled up and you just not moving right. Like no, bruh. Nope. That's disrespectful. Yeah. We're not doing that.
Yeah, when you're trying to watch it and try to scheme, that's a different. That's a whole different era. Like, all right, now we not doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
So, which would you choose first and why? A house or a car?
Car.
Car coming first.
Yes.
Now, are we homeless?
I assume you have neither. You have the established. You can buy.
I would still do a car first.
Yeah, I'm about to
say you can put the money into one or the other. So a place to live or a car. I might go place to live.
I'm about to say, I don't know. So I catch the bus.
Oh, that's why I'm about to say catching the bus ain't never hurt me. It's like, it built a lot of character.
I ain't chasing the bus, but I catch the bus now.
Ubers. In the day and age we live in, we live in a lot of like it's the way to get around.
Yeah, but I feel like having your own is just like more, it's that convenience. Like especially having children, which we all do now. You never know what could happen. And I would feel like I would always be more comfortable being able to hop in my own car to just go to wherever I need to go to than having to wait or call somebody or catch a button. No, I'll always pick a car.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. But
yeah, that's true.
Living with someone else, no matter where you can go, living with, unless you about to good. Yeah, that's one of the most toughest situations you can go through. But I do got a question I really want to ask y'all before we, get to the final. So, have you ever been someone's number one? And that's family, friendships, relationships, hell, co-workers, whatever.
a
go-to, like that person that just, they always call you, they text you, they check on you, they, like, you are that person that they have to talk to in order for their day to go right.
I can say, am I your number one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like I said, I've been a favorite coworker too.
I was about to say, I've been a favorite coworker. Once again, all of this as of recently, yes. Before, hell no. Like, no, I was not. I was not anybody's number one anything except for family, and I feel like they really don't even count. So
I feel like I can name like 10 people I've been in number one. I ain't gonna name them, but
you got a nice list.
I'm about to say, right.
See,
like I said, I don't know why, but people just, like I said, people call me from, not recently, for workout advice, fashion advice, even when it's come to like something technological, it's the alcohol. I want to talk. Technological.
It's not me today, folks.
Or something with technology, they hit me up before they hit anybody else up.
But that might just go into you being a good-hearted person.
I was about to say, I feel like, to me, a number one is like you said, they gotta talk to you for their day to go right. Like, I've never been there. I've had people just call me for shit like that.
So only inside people can call me.
But no, like for their day to go right, as in just like they could be cool, but talking to you sets them over the top. Like I need to hear from you.
I've never been that
That's
person.
gay. Don't be a dude and have to call me for your day to go right.
I don't know that. I mean, I can't say it's gay, but it just be on some, man, bro. You ain't gonna believe this one.
Yeah, like,
and then they just reach out to you. Versus it just being like a damn, this nigga did hit up everybody under the sun, and then he be on some, man, what's up with you? You alright? You on some, damn nigga, I seen you on live talking to everybody, like how the fuck we get here? Like, I in the past I haven't been for a long time. It was I mean, I'm a great friend to have, and I'm like the convenient friend. I can fit in everywhere, I can do shit, but I've never been too many people's go-to. And I'm not the nigga you call to hang out with 100%. I'm not the nigga you call to just be on some, what you doing? And I've always been hella available, which I had to learn to change over the course of time. That's a different episode. Check us out. But that's one thing I had to learn, to where once I toned that down, I started to evaluate how I seen the people around me. So then it was like, all right, I'm cool with you. I mean something to you. We have this distant relationship where I can talk to you whenever, but it doesn't fall off. You know what I mean? So I had to learn how to be someone's number one. Now that I am, I appreciate it dearly. We rocking. That's what that's gonna be.
I'm about to say, well, that's something I need to learn, and I'll be making myself available a lot.
It helps to change it. It does.
I mean, I don't think I was always like that. I think as I got older, I started making myself more available.
Because you got a little more free time.
I'm not.
Oh. Okay, guys. Oh, no.
Breaking news.
Right.
I'm not. To who?
Huh?
Reporting live. Okay.
Apparently I misspoke then. I guess she knows something I don't. I like to think I am. Is that a bad thing?
I ain't gonna say it's a bad thing.
So like y'all, including y'all and y'all, I really feel like
right there. How you gonna say y'all?
Exactly, but I'm just saying, like, I really feel like in your mind you feel like you just this model citizen, and you're not. Like in real life.
But people make me out to be though.
No, they don't. Who does that?
I'm not gonna say no names.
Who does that?
Public.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no names.
I'm gonna say who, and if they all females, and that don't count.
I didn't say nothing about no females.
You said you're not gonna say no names like it was a secret, but like who does that? Like who makes it seem like you just, you know what? It don't even matter.
Folks reaching out.
I was about to say it don't even matter.
I just said like.
But
people look to me for advice. I told you,
it's
people didn't want to be in a relationship until I get in a relationship.
Being a calm
It's mostly
person.
people that's been like that though.
Just being a cool dude.
Yeah.
It'll drag out to that.
You didn't say this on the last part. What you just think about?
Okay.
What you just started about?
What you just said.
Like the last
it's what
5-10
you just
minutes.
said though, like.
And this is what we hope for.
And this is what I feel like people like I feel like we already had this conversation, but the you are with other people is not the you are with everybody. I think we had that conversation the last live where we said you can't love everybody the same way.
Everybody
like he's not the him he is clearly around other people at home. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but I'm saying like I just get the raw uncut. I feel like everybody else get the fluffed over with the glaze and the nice little frosting on the top. Like, I don't get that.
So you just said I mistreat you, huh?
No, that's not what I said at all.
I ain't gonna hold you. It go back to the quote where they say you could pretend at work, but don't smile in their face and then come home and beat me.
Yeah,
it's
right.
one of those where you gotta come home and smile too, or you gotta go lash out on them motherfuckers just like you lash out at the crib.
I mean, it's not like you're not saying you're a bad person,
No,
but I'm just saying like.
Oh, you need more attention.
I do, yup. I need a hug.
Wine talk.
What?
Oh my god. See, you get what you asked for and then say, oh my god. That is ridiculous. You act like when we stand up all night playing Fortnite together.
No, because we do.
Bonding, okay, folks?
But I'm not. Never mind.
See, now you
can
Wait! Like I said, I'm not saying that you're a bad person or it's a bad thing, but this whole model citizen, I'm trying to figure out whose ass that got pulled out of.
You ain't known me long enough to find out.
That's the problem, though.
Still loading.
Right. Put the loading bar across the screen.
But like Tori, we've been trying to say the last 3-4 minutes. In conclusion,
okay? Placements. Know where you fall in people's lives and know where they fall in yours. You do not want to be too available for someone else and they are not as available to you.
And it's okay to ask because you need that clarity.
Yeah. Absolutely. Say it loud, my outfit is proud. Okay? Wine talk, everybody.
Cheers.